So there are actually a couple things I found out during the second run-through of this place that I forgot to mention earlier. First off, shadow weaving can apparently inflict instant death. I didn't realize that. Maybe it only happens late in the game, like they're using an upgraded version of it or something. And secondly, you know how Captain Amalthea cast Aqua Bleed during the fight we had with her and it did actual nothing? Well, she can also cast Shadow Spear, which again did actual nothing during the fight with her, but it again has a chance of inflicting instant death, so just be wary of that. Anyway, moving on now. Just keep going up here. Are you alright, Grandmother? We're here to rescue you, Your Majesty. Claudia and Estelle. So, you're finally here. I was getting quite bored with waiting. Lieutenant Lawrence, what are you doing here? My duty is to guard Her Majesty. Is it truly any wonder that I'm here? Enough of your crap. No matter how strong you are, we still got 3-to-1 odds on you. This one certainly seems skilled. Just who is he? Commander of the Intelligence Division Special Ops, 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence Belgar. Former Jaeger and scout for the Colonel. So, you've done your research, I see. Most impressive. But what else would one expect of the daughter of an S-ranked bracer? One Cassius Bright, I believe? My master's rank has never been public knowledge, and yet you are not one to be trifled with, I see. I know you as well. Sherazard Harvey, also known as the Silver Streak, C-ranked. And very close to ascending to B-rank, it seems. Please, release my grandmother. If you are just fighting in the employ of the Colonel, there is no further call to do this. There are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy. You see only the surface, like that of a quartz grid, with no concept of the forces at work within. What? Take heed, Princess Claudia. The nation is like an enormously complex orbment. The people are like the units of quartz that provide the power and organize the system. And the territory which houses them is the frame. If you lack the means to understand how it works, then you are unfit to be its queen. An interesting metaphor. You may even be right. I certainly never expected to hear a theory on the nature of politics at a time like this. Pardon my rudeness. You've no need to hear my useless sermonizing, Your Majesty. I don't really understand this all that well. But the general gist is that you don't plan to let the Queen go, do you? And if I do not? Obviously, we'd take her back by force. Indeed, after we've come this far, we certainly can't go back now. You don't give me the impression that you bear us any ill will. But I will bring my blade to bear on you if it will get my grandmother back. Good. In that case, let me show you a little of what I can really do. Huh? The helmet's off. He's getting serious. And he has very anime hair. Silver hair? No, it's ash blonde. I'd guess that you were born somewhere up north. Haha, indeed, you are correct. Though it's closer than you might think. What? Q Silver Will again. I trust you will not be offended if I choose not to go easy on you simply because you're a woman. Shall we then? Cue the hardest boss fight in the game. Yes, more so than the final boss. Lawrence, 6,000 HP. No elemental resistances or weaknesses, and I don't know what else we could find out about him because I don't have the information quartz on. Might have to actually show that off in an extra video. So, let's see. What? I don't suppose he's still vulnerable to Chaos Brand. I have a feeling he's not, but might as well check. So let's get up an Earth Wall. And debuff him. Which he might also be resistant to, actually. Okay, no, he's not resistant to stat down. Good. And he is resistant to confusion. Yeah, I figured that was probably too good to be true. But yeah, I don't mind so much using the most powerful things for this fight because I'm going to need all of it that I can get. And let's see. What's the most powerful single target thing I have? I think that would be that. And I don't know what he's casting, but I want no part of it. Heck. Let's see. Please don't you miss, too. Really? Twice in a row? So he saw our Earth Wall and decided he wanted in on that, so yeah. And it's Earthguard X, so he gets protected from 2 hits. Because my stupid Impede Crafts missed. Anticept 0. Yeah, that inflicts Mute, but fortunately, it didn't do anything this time. Because we were protected. Well, actually, that wouldn't have done anything anyway, because we're protected from Mute status, because I specifically kept that in mind. Zero Storm. He also wanted to get in on the Impede thing. Debuff him again. Why is everybody missing so much? He must have some serious evasion going on. Okay, actually, if I cast something, will it bait him into using Zero Storm? So this time he won't be able to impede me. Jeez, it's been an awful lot of turns since we've actually dealt damage to him. And let's see. Let's do that, actually.
Come on.
Silver Thorn. So that's a new one. It can inflict confusion, which we're also protected against. Again, very deliberately so. You can't cast that spell in this game, but you can in the second one. Demon Flames. Oh boy. And I wasn't Earthwalled. Please don't kill anyone. Wow, that actually didn't deal nearly the damage I expected. I guess because he was debuffed, but whew! I recognize that you've cast you've used an S-Craft, but given it's a stupid S-Craft, I've elected to ignore it. Or at least most of it. So I guess we'll chase him down. And he can heal. Yeah. So much for all the damage we dealt to him. So let's get everyone close to him. Can I hit him with that? Dang it! Okay, well... let's see. Let's do one of those. Well, again, it only hit the 2 people who were protected anyway. Yeah, you see why this is a tough fight. He has a lot of things that he can do to make your life miserable. Man, I want to heal, but I also want to take advantage of that strength buff. And of course, he got the HP heal bonus. This is going to be a long fight. I just have a feeling. see. So that will just get impeded. Go ahead and do another one of those. It's a pity I don't have any actual defense buffs, because this only protects you from one hit. Okay, let's get some health back. Do that. If we can debuff him and buff ourselves... But that would cost a lot of CP to pull off. Actually, why don't I try her S-Craft? Well... No, should wait until Stills. Okay, now he's going to Zero Storm that. Oh, another S-Craft, okay. Again, a good thing he's debuffed. Also, how did he gain that much CP that quickly? So that actually... Well, in that case, that was actually a waste of a spell. Okay, so we're gonna do that.
Come on.
And then we're gonna have her whip the heck out of him.
Someone's been naughty.
Oh yes, he is very naughty, Shara. Goodness, that didn't even deal that much damage. We got him almost to halfway anyway. And no, you don't. You don't need more healing. Ah, heck. Nothing I can do will actually help here. Well, someone has a Cast 2 Quartz equipped. Guess I'll take the time when I know he won't cancel it to cast something like this. Unless, of course, he casts Earth Guard. Yeah, that's fair. Hate enemies who can spam healing. It's like, yeah, I can do the same thing, but I also don't have 6,000 HP. Yeah, this is the one boss in the game that you can actually just skip if you feel like it. Like, the game will let you proceed without beating this guy. And boy, it's tempting. Especially since, like... Oh, of course he got that. Of course he got that. Especially since, like I said, I don't need any more BP. So that takes care of one of them, and... that wastes the other one. So let's see. So he'll cancel that. Or not, actually. You just healed, you jerk! And he's already almost back to full health. That's nice. Getting unpleasant flashbacks of the King Penguin fight, except this is like 10 times worse. Let's see. Cast that. And another S-Craft, because we definitely needed more of those. Yeah, that was more impressive, and it inflicts faint. Okay, that sucks. Let's see, do I have anything that cures faint? I have that. Actually, speaking of S-Crafts... and I'll use it to steal his Sepithut bonus. And of course he healed back to full. That's fair! Great game design! Ugh. Not only the hardest boss in the game, but also by far the most annoying. Good lord. Okay, can't do any of that. I don't know why I bothered with that, honestly. Should have just gone with the weaker version. How can I prevent him from using that critical bonus, is the question. Can I prevent him from using that critical bonus? I'm not actually sure I can. And you missed. Good thing he didn't take the opportunity to use his S-Craft again, huh?
Take him down.
Now, speaking of S-Crafts, that's the 4th freaking time he's used that. What the heck? And faint again. Guess I should have protected from that too. And another heal. That's nice. Let's see. Wow, I only have 2 Curia Bombs? Really? Might have all let us still use the critical. Not like it'll do any good because he'll just... Oh, and she missed. That's nice. He'll just freaking heal all the damage off anyway. Let's see. Do I want to do another Earth Wall? Let's do that. And why don't you do that? And it'll get cancelled. Yeah, somebody said you can bait him by just just using Zero Storm, or by casting Arch so that he'll use Zero Storm to impede. And, well, I've been trying, but there's only so much you can do, you know? I don't suppose he can be muted, because, boy, that would take a lot. That would help a lot. Let's see. You know what? Just whip the jerk. Okay, or miss him. That works too. Okay, he's using his S-Craft for the 5th time. That's fair. At least it didn't inflict faint this time. And he's resistant to it. I figured. And he wants to mute us, but... nice of him to waste his turn. Go ahead and heal that off. What's the most powerful single target thing she has? I'm pretty sure that's that. Not sure if I should have multiple people cast magic, because he'll probably just anti-sept everyone. Yeah, a person who wrote that game guide about impeding him, that was a lie! Well, at least that's one of the less threatening things he can do. And why don't you do that? Just in case he decides to use his S-Craft that he apparently got from gaining like 30 CP per turn. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, apparently, yes, you do. Well, I guess I can do that while he's debuffed. Oh, and that actually impeded him. Nice. Okay, how about that? Go on, Zero Storm me. Because 0 is the amount of damage it dealt. Again? Let's see, is he's okay, he's not debuffed anymore. So let's fix that. I really want to get another S-Craft off on him, but Chair's not at 200. Let's just get up in his grill. Dang it. Well, I'm guessing he's gonna heal. Okay, Earth Guard. I think that's actually less of a problem than his TRL because that restores 1800 HP and I can probably... And that's probably the equivalent of more than 2 hits, so... We'll do that. Let's see. See if we can bait him with... Oh, with one of those. I have a feeling Estelle's about to bite it. I have a feeling I should do that. Oh, she isn't. Okay, good. Well, that won't give us a defense buff, but... Let's see. And now we just whip him to get rid of his... Yeah. Then we do that. Thank you so much for wasting your turn. And let's see if that does anything useful. So close. He only has 842 HP left. Don't miss. Please don't miss. Thank you. Ah, great. Well, I'll take this Epithet bonus because I think we have him. Or a Sepithlos, whatever. I just need people not to miss. Don't miss, he has 8 HP. Whew, okay. That was horrible. There's a good reason I skipped him the first time I played this game, because that boss fight sucked. Amazing. I hadn't realized that you were this strong. You were holding back in the finals, weren't you? We should never have even stood a chance. I'm impressed we beat this monster. I can't believe it. Estelle Bright, I apologize for treating you as an unworthy opponent. Perhaps one day you may reach your father's level. What? However, that day has yet to arrive. And, as expected, he just kicks our butts anyway. Claudia, Estelle! That will be far enough, Your Majesty, if you please. They are not mortally wounded, I assure you. Your eyes betray much. You are so young, yet you have endured such hardships already. Your Majesty, you are hardly qualified to feel pity for me. You, who know the name of Hamel. It's almost time. I will return Her Majesty to you, just as you wished. Huh? If you wish to stop the Colonel, you had best hurry below. You may well already be too late. But you may be able to prevent any further needless damage from occurring. Below? You cannot mean beneath there. However unpleasant you may find it, I was certain that you would understand the significance. You can show them the way. And now I bid you adieu. And there he goes. Hey! Is he insane? He's gone. Did he drop into the lake? But the water's undisturbed. Just who is this guy? Grandmother, are you hurt? I am unharmed, Claudia. He never laid a hand on me. But more importantly... Estelle! Ah, there's the rest of our party. Joshua? Thank Adios, you're all right. You too. Since Colonel Richard and Lieutenant Lawrence weren't in the castle, I started to worry. The red helmet guy was here just a minute ago. What? He jumped over that handrail and, well, who knows? He's some kind of monster, all right. I see. Praise Adios for keeping you safe. Joshua. Your Majesty, it's good to see you unharmed. Well met, Lieutenant Schwartz. Indeed, I owe all of you a debt of gratitude. You're far too kind, Your Majesty. We're just glad to be of help. I don't think this is over yet, though. We dealt with the special ops inside the castle, but I'm afraid there are bad tidings. Army reinforcements from every province are on their way to Gransel. From the sounds of it, the intelligence division is somehow maintaining control. I see. Time is short, my liege. Why is that capitalized? I must ask that you board the ID ship and escape at once. No, that I cannot do. The situation has grown more dire. Colonel Richard must be stopped, whatever the cost. What do you mean, Your Majesty? Last night I finally understood the true intentions of which the Colonel spoke. He wants the Shining Ring, the Aureole. Aureole? Why does that sound so familiar? It's one of the Septarions that Adios gave the Ancients. The legend says that it has the power to control nature itself. Oh yeah, Professor Alba told us about it. But I thought that that was just some silly story that was passed down through the church. Huh? So it does exist. And it lies somewhere within Liberl. According to an old legend of the royal family, the Shining Ring shall bring catastrophe, condemning the souls of men to eternal purgatory. It has been sealed within the interval of the blackest dark, that we might retain our humanity. Condemning the souls of men to eternal purgatory? I mean, that's better than eternal damnation, right? Well, that's not a little ominous. These words have been passed down in the royal family as a warning. Perhaps this Shining Ring truly was so dangerous that the royal family's ancestors sealed it away. Also, there's that massive orbital reaction that was detected beneath the city. If one takes both of these into account, this Shining Ring must be sealed away underneath Gransel. It makes sense. Yes, and I believe that the Colonel has reached the same conclusion. There remain no details of what exactly the Shining Ring is, but I believe there will be grave danger for all should it be restored. It could be a disaster on par with the Great Collapse of legend. No. Incredible. Excuse me, Your Majesty. Lieutenant Lawrence told us to go underground. But what did that really mean? There is a mysterious room within Gransel Castle, where nothing, not even a grain of rice, has been kept in generations, forbidden since long ago. Oh. You mean the treasury? No doubt about it. There are signs that someone came through here recently, and frequently at that. That's not all. The tracks also suggest that someone brought in something very heavy. I hold the key to this room, but there is a spare. It's likely that's what was used to gain entry. It would seem that we must investigate. This elevator wasn't here before. Where did it come from? Perhaps it's a piece of Colonel Richard's new construction. In which case it probably goes down to where this shining ring is sealed away. Yes. And that may have been the true goal behind the coup from the very beginning. They could never have built such a thing without occupying the castle. That's crazy. That's definitely a possibility. In any given country, a royal sanctuary is generally regarded as inviolate. To break that trust would require quite an aggressive plan. Regardless, we'll probably need to use this to get underground. Let's test it to see if it works. What is it? It's locked with some type of orbital energy. It looks like it won't work unless we can find some special type of quartz to put in it. What, like an EP Cut 3? I mean, you don't get any of those in treasure chests. What? No, we've come so far. I'm going to go put the screws to one of those special ops soldiers. One of them might have the key. Yes, that sounds wisest. No, that won't be necessary. Perfect timing. Huh? It can't be. Oh, Professor Russell? Queen Alicia has been quite some time. I'm glad to see Estelle and Joshua are doing well. Hold up, Professor, what are you doing here? I thought the Intelligence Division was after you and Zeiss. And on top of that, how did you get here? Grandpa, where did you go? Hey, enough with running all over the place. Is everyone in your family as big a pain in the butt as you? But Agate... Oh. Tita? I knew it. Estelle! Joshua! Aw, Tita. Thank goodness, I was hoping I'd get to see you again. We heard at the guild that you two were fighting at the castle. I'm so glad you're alright. Tita, thank you for being so concerned. It's good to see you well, Agate. But what are you doing in the Royal City? Well, we hid out for a bit, but then we happened upon a cargo freighter bound for Grancel. And I figured, what the heck, the best place to hide is in plain sight, after all. Once we got the lowdown from Elnan, we came straight to the castle. Oh right, got something for you from him. 20,000 Mir and 14 BP. Plus 4 from beating Lawrence and not killing the Duke. Current rank is still Junior Pacer First Class. And we have 337 BP. Add 1,000 to that and we'd be elite. Oh, and we get some for rescuing the Queen. Okay, so maybe some of that... So I guess that was two separate things. Is this okay? I mean, we haven't reported it in. Looks like you got filled in on the general gist of things from a guardsman messenger. So, what brings your amateur butts here? Me, I figured we could at least beat up the remaining special ops guys. Yeah, why weren't you here either when we had to face Lawrence? With a party of 3, no less. Wait, I know you. It's been a while, Agate. Thank you for your efforts at the lighthouse. Chloe, right? What's a student doing in a place like this? It seems my granddaughter is in your debt. Which means that I also owe you my thanks. Don't worry about it, it's all part of the job. So what's up, Granny? You work in the castle? Did these numbskulls rope you into helping them? You barbarian! Do you realize to whom you're speaking? Clearly not. You stand in the presence of Queen Alicia of Liberal. Huh? You know, she does look sort of familiar. You really should loosen that bandana of yours, boy. It's obviously squeezing your brain too tight. Say that again, old man. You really should loosen that bandana of yours. It's obviously squeezing your brain too tight. Queen? So that means this lady would have to be Her Majesty's granddaughter, Princess Claudia. We call her Chloe, though. Chloe, meet the professor's granddaughter, Tita. Everybody's granddaughters get to become friends. She's like our little sister. I see. It's a pleasure to meet you, Tita. I'd be happy if you'd also call me Chloe. Yeah, this was long before they adopted a real little sister. Yes, ma'am. I mean Chloe. Aw, what a little cutie pie. My name's Scheherazade. I'm Joshua and Estelle's mentor. You can just call me Shara. Okay, Shara. And you can call me Uncle Olivier. You shut up. Anyway, this elevator seems to be giving you some trouble. What seems to be the problem, and what in Adios' name is going on here? Well... Oh, come on, this is some kind of joke, right? You're not serious. I can't believe such a thing would be buried here. Now it's happened, just as I was afraid of. So if we use this elevator, we can get where we need to go? Yes, but it has a special lock. Made of quartz, apparently. Ah, that. Let me have a look at it. This is my own design. It uses a card key. You can't undo the lock unless you insert the card that's embedded with the identical quartz. However, this is an early model without any type of failsafe. So, if you feed it just the right amount of orbital energy... Woohoo! Nice going, Prof! I'm impressed. Why am I not surprised? Now, shall we descend? We've got trouble! What is it? Report! A division of the regular army has arrived at Gransel's main gate. It looks like they're being led by an officer of the intelligence division. What? And 3 military patrol ships are approaching from the lake. Your orders, ma'am? Of all the times! Perhaps I should make an appearance in order to persuade them. Hey, Grandmother! I will go to the terrace on the roof and address the arriving forces. Lieutenant Schwartz, make your preparations. But what if you're attacked? I believe in them. Misguided though they are still citizens of Liberl. If they see me and hear my voice, I do not believe that they will attack. That's an awful lot of wishful thinking, Your Majesty. Your Majesty. All of you. It is with boundless regret that I ask you to shoulder this burden. Please, Your Majesty, you don't need to say anything else. Your Magister, I as your humbug servant. We'll do whatever it takes to stop the Colonel. Please leave this to us. How long have we been falling? I don't know, my watch doesn't tell time. Fancy. What the heck? The ruins from the ancient Zemirian civilization. As old as these appear, I don't get the feeling that this place is completely dead. It seems to function just like the equipment in the tetracyclic towers. That ain't all that's moving. I get the feeling we've got some pretty nasty creatures around here, too. Wow. The structures nearby look to be made of modern materials. I suppose Colonel Richards had some construction going on. I suspect you're right. Building anything at this depth is rather impressive. The ruins are even larger than I'd suspected. If we're not careful, we could get terribly lost. It may be best if we split up. 2 groups, one for scouting and one to stay on standby. What do you mean? Basically, we establish a base camp of sorts in a secure location. That's the gist of it. The scouting party will find a way through, and the ones on standby will be available to switch out as needed. Once the right path is found, everyone moves forward to establish a new base. Makes sense to me. In that case, I believe that our current location would be the best place to start from. Estelle and Joshua, you'll be the ones to decide who's going to be on which team. Wait, us? But you two are at the very heart of this operation. I doubt anyone will object, except Agate. I agree. As do I. I'll follow your lead. Like I have a choice. I'm in. I have faith in you to make the right choices. Sounds fine to me. Joshua, what do we do? No need to think about it too hard. If things get tough, we can always turn back and switch people out. Oh, well then. So Estelle and Joshua are locked, but I'm also going with Chloe and Tita. When we find a suitable spot to use as a base, I'll send Zeke back here. He'll be able to show you the way to wherever we are. Also, if I'm not in the scouting party, I'll send Zeke along with you guys instead. Scree. Ah, good idea. That way the search party won't have to backtrack to get the others. It's up to you, Zeke. Good burb. Well, that means we're counting on you to handle the scouting. Just to be on the safe side, I've prepared a complete set of tools. Should have everything you need. If you need to modify any orbits, just let me know. Okay. We'll be off then. Whew, well, that was actually quite a bit. A lot of story, a lot of boss fight. Well, one, anyway. And next time, we will be starting the final dungeon. So, I will see you then.